Hello, Super 6 viewers.
What? 6.
I can't lie, lads.
You've had a stinker
I've
again,
had
haven't you?
such a rotter, but I think I'm still second behind you.
But it's fine. I know you back home in the Pitchside Super League. I had a stinker as well because all the football was stupid.
I didn't. I
Mate,
got 7 points.
I was going to be on 0, but then it was 2-2 between Arsenal and Liverpool, so I got 5 points.
And
I got 4.
And I called the Leicester Forest draw.
Yeah,
that's what happens when when you say something and you believe it, you actually put it and on your predictions. Unlike someone else who says, "Oh, this is going to happen," they don't actually believe it, so they go for the opposite.
I actually thought you had a way better week. You had 7, I had 5.
Yeah, because we both got.
Yeah, I thought you had. I thought you had like 9 points or
I
something.
was on
week.
0 going into yesterday.
If
We
you,
both were.
if you had a good week this week, you are absolutely mental. Like, I don't know how you can predict anything over 10 points, which a lot of people in the league did somehow.
So this month I've got 16 points.
I'm on 7.
Yeah,
Reeves on 11 and Lewis is on 6.
but obviously with the April scores,
If you read out the scores,
you were on 64,
64, so I'm now on 71.
56 for me.
You are now on 72.
Lewis
Oh.
56 as well.
Come on.
62. So we're 10 ahead of Lewis still.
And ahead of you. And then Reeve was on 49.
60.
So you're bottom.
No,
I need a big week. No, he's respotting by 2.
Yeah, you on 62, Reese on 63.
I need a
And
big
I'm on
week.
what, 73?
I tell you what,
I'm 71.
a big one for this week's Super 6 as well. Newcastle Arsenal is on there as well.
Oh, I do think it might be a draw.
I think it's a 2-1, mate.
Wow.
2-1
Going
Newcastle.
against what you've said.
Yeah.
Go on, get him.
That's
Attack.
emphatic.
I'm going 2 on Arsenal and Super 6. Can't believe what I say. But hey, make sure you join it using the code PT624 to join the biggest and greatest Super 6 mini league of all time. Link is in the description. It's free to play, of course.
And also there are classic football shirt vouchers each round for anyone who tops it. So
that.
even if you don't win the jackpot, you can win other things.
Yeah, so
but
don't think it's too late to join because you got, what, 2 classic football shirt vouchers you can win.
And
yeah.
£250,000.
And also,
Yeah.
like,
But I'm going to win that anyway.
Manchester United. Obviously, Amorim had a big interview.
I haven't seen this.
Yeah, you fill me in
And
on
he
this.
essentially, I'm going to paraphrase it again, so I'd never get these wrong. Amorim essentially called out the owners Ineos and said he needs backing or essentially he'll just go.
Has he not been back though?
In the summer,
Oh, shit,
this
no,
summer.
sorry, he wasn't there, was
No,
he?
in the summer, he's talking about in the summer.
Oh, yeah,
Is he
right.
going to get back in?
I think so.
Because even still, like I seen Mark Goldbridge saying like Spurs are flying out for the final, all the staff and that for the game, and like Man United are just putting on like a little thing back at home here, and you can bring like 5 friends, but they have to pay for everything, and all the staff get like 2 drink tokens and 2 food tokens.
But
So
Amorim-
it's like,
he said he'd step aside, wouldn't he?
yeah, so it doesn't scream a team that's going to spend money.
Yeah.
I feel like
He'd step aside if
Well, no,
they
that's
take
why
the
they're
league.
doing it though, because I mean,
He admitted he'll step aside if they take the form they've got right now into next season. And he also said, this was quite a big thing, he said they're losing the feeling of being a massive club. As in like within the club.
we've been saying this though.
You know, that's quite a big thing to come out and say. Like the size of Manchester United, if you're
Damning.
if you're actually working for the club in the training ground, in the stadium, whatever, and you're not feeling like you're a big club.
It's like reputation as well. Like they had such a high reputation, so it takes a long time for the goal. But throughout, like since Ferguson's left, it has been slowly eroding away. And if they follow up this season up with another stinker mid-table, even
But
like it's like I know you always think big players want to sign, but I feel like.
but they do.
I disagree, mate. I feel like, yes, from like, say Cunha, yeah, I get that. But I feel like if Man City or Liverpool wanted him equally, I think he chooses them. I feel like Man United will only get the scraps of what the actual big 6 now, the new big 6, they'll get the scraps.
Well, no one argued that. We're arguing over like the rest outside the big 6, like teams like Villa.
Yeah.
And Newcastle, they're not going to go to Newcastle and Villa.
We are the big 6, thanks.
You're not, mate.
We
You're
are
in the
now.
top 6. You're not one of the big 6.
We are now.
Okay.
You're not, but okay. They will still attract players, and
the thing
Man
about-
United will eventually get back. It doesn't matter how long it takes; they will. Whereas other teams have spurts and then drop offs, and United will eventually get back because they're Man United.
Do you find it weird, Tom, that as poor as their league form has been over, like, say, the last 10 years, even this season, it's the worst ever. They're still getting to finals and they're still winning trophies.
They still win.
I know they're not the
really
the pin.
pisses me off.
I don't know. They're not necessarily the biggest competition finals
because they're built
trophies,
for it, though.
but they're still
that's
doing
just-
it.
I can't tell you.
They are that
Like
club,
that Leon result shouldn't have happened.
By the way, I
they are,
was,
because
I was
Man
thinking
United.
about that. Is that not like the best kind of goal? Just a centre back coming through with a fuck off like header
Like
or something.
Tarkowski against
It's just
Liverpool,
hot. Yeah,
that's
it's
it.
just like I love a good volley. I love a screamer. When a centre back out of nowhere just is like, fuck it, I'll take it. in my own
Acerbi.
hands. It's like ass. It's like I love that shit. I'll lose my head if Man United win. I can't stand them, and if they
I'd much
somehow
rather-
come out with Champions League and a trophy, I'm gonna
Surely
actually
you'd
do
much
terrible
rather
things.
Man United win than Spurs win.
I'd love Spurs to win. I can't wait for Spurs to win.
I want Spurs to win it.
I want them to win so badly because then they have had a better season than Arteta. How do you not get this? How do you not get how this works?
Might have to stream that game. I don't know when it is, but might have to do it. Is it FA Cup final day?
No, what Europa League? It's midweek.
20. Is it?
Yes, so like the rumours are here. It says what they want Cunha and Liam Delap. Does that fix like
I
the
think-
issues that they have?
Fixes a lot.
Cunha on
reckon?
the left, yeah. But then
No,
Garnacho,
they'll have the 2 10s, won't they?
Can Anthony
that's
bring-
how Amorim wants to play?
Bruno and Cunha.
Keep Anthony and bring form back into
I think
the
if
team
I was
next year?
Anthony, this is what's so
No.
frustrating.
What
right?
they've done with Anthony's perfect, Andy. They've
Got his price up.
Yeah, everyone thought he was this absolute dog shit winger who no one would want for 10, 20 million. Now they'll probably get 40 million for him.
Do you
I
not
know
think-
it's obviously nowhere near what they paid, but
But Tom, do you not think like
that's why you do the loan thing.
this is
don't
what
you?
the frustrating thing is, right? If you're Anthony, the smartest thing, if you're Anthony, if you want to really have a good career, you need to stay in Spain. You
Yeah, I
clearly
agree.
suit for that football. But he's a professional footballer and wants to win the biggest trophies or whatever. He's going to think in his mind, I'm the guy. I can transform Man United next
won't.
season.
I
Do
think
you not
he'll,
think?
no, I think he's
he might do the
really,
eyebrow
they're really
thing.
taken to him over there now, and I think he'll enjoy that appreciation. And he's played
He should
well,
stay
and you'll
at
want to
Betis.
stay, won't you?
Also, Betis may win the Conference League and therefore
Yeah.
be in the Europa League. I don't know where they are in La Liga.
And that, if
but
that happens, by the way, then Anthony will become the first ever player to win 2 European trophies in one season.
Shit, yeah.
He'll get a Man United Europa League. And,
Really?
Yeah, Betis will.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Betis are sixth. Oh, no, I don't think they can get. They
had a
might
good
qualify
season.
for Europe anyway. Yeah.
Yeah.
just-
I don't know. I think
The problem,
What about, do you think Delap would,
I don't mind that signing for them at all.
yeah, I think he'd be better suited to like an Arsenal.
there'll be a lot of competition for
That's a
him,
big
won't it?
step up. That
I know, but when Man United's a big step up.
it is club wise. It's not.
Not
It's
Champions
not.
League
It's
football,
not
though, is it?
ability wise.
But it might be Champions League football.
Might be.
Do you think he's got like the character you need for like
Would he go
stepping
Man
in at
United?
Man United, like a load of pressure in it?
Ex-Man
think
City,
he
would he go
has.
United or just don't
think he
care?
Because like Hoyland sort of like he keeps going, but like he's never really.
That's my point. Like Delap, I think is like a better Hoyland. Like
Yeah.
they're
He's
quite
also-
similar actually in terms of. They're very physical and they're very they're runners and they're like
But
they're
you know-
a bit messy kind of thing. But Delap's more. He's a better finisher and I think he's a better hold up player.
I also
so-
think the characters of Delap and Cunha are sort of the characters they need, as in they don't stand for shit. They give it a fucking go.
Yeah, yeah, they're
Like
a bit
they're not.
nasty.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
are.
yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
think
yeah,
they
yeah,
need
yeah.
that. They
Yeah.
need that. Just
That always
a bit
has
of
been Man
anger
United.
in
That
there.
has been Man
I
United
think
normally,
Yarro's
though,
looking
isn't it?
better as well.
Yeah.
I think he could come good. I think. I don't think they definitely need midfielders. Like they can't keep.
So would you say-
Casemiro and everything.
Would
He's had
you
a good
say
end
they're
of the
like?
season though.
I know, but
Would you say they're closer than Tottenham in terms of the players they have at the club to a fix? You know what I mean? Because they're both identical where they are, and I think they're both quite
question.
evenly balanced as teams. Like,
that's a good question. I don't know. I'd have to think about that. I'd probably say United are probably closer just because they're Man United in the sense of. I just feel like Spurs.
I sort of lean over
I feel
to.
like I trust Amorim more than Ange as well.
I'll lean
Yeah,
over
probably.
to Spurs more in terms of like if you have Madison fit, you got Solanke who is like a very solid
But it's all
striker,
these ifs,
Premier
keeping
League.
them fit is quite hard.
But
Yeah, but then
Solanke,
they
you
got,
know
like,
he's proven striker.
Yeah, no, I suppose. Yeah, maybe player for player, you'd edge it Spurs, but I just think United are closer to being back.
But they've also got like sort of
we
disregarding
always
the fact
say
they've got
that.
Garnacho and Ahmad, who are
Yeah.
two super talented youngsters still.
The problem is we're always saying like the next. Where did we predict Man United to finish this season? It was like
I had them
5, top 6, yeah.
we always do it.
6 or 7.
But they are Man United.
I know, but like we say this every season, and we get to the next season, and it's always shit. And it's like, oh, maybe next year, and it's like because it's Man United, obviously.
Yeah, because eventually they will get it right. They will get it back.
Right.
How many seasons?
How many
though? It's ridiculous.
I don't know. Like that's part of the
Tom,
fun.
what happens if Ipswich had an amazing season this year and got 50
Didn't.
points?
And what happens if United would have scored all the chances they had?
What happens if
They'd be top of the
Arsenal
league?
won all the games they drew?
What are we doing?
Do you know what I mean, bro?
I don't think I wouldn't be too worried if I was United. I think they'll probably. I think they will get Cunha. Even if they don't get Delap, I think they're going to get someone else. Even like a Visa, like he needs a move, man. He's quality.
How many did they offload though?
especially wage bill, definitely a few.
Do you know what I mean?
Casemiro's got to
Rashford's
go.
still on their wages.
Saudi.
Probably. Yeah.
Where do you think Rashford
It's time
goes?
to learn Chinese, buddy.
Barca.
Yeah, they reckon Barca for Rashford.
He's done a good account of himself as well, hasn't he?
Through the middle.
I'd be really surprised if Villa signed Rashford just because of his wage.
I think, yeah,
What, Rashford through the middle at Barca?
Possibly.
that'd be nice. I like Rashford a lot. It's like, but should they not try keep him? I don't like. I know it wasn't
think it's
working.
gone
but
too
I think
toxic.
he needs to go. I think
Too
he needs to
toxic.
go because
But
he's
this is
clearly
the thing,
playing.
like, when you're Man United and you're like, oh, we need this and that. Can you afford, like, if a player is good enough to play for Barcelona, can you afford to be letting him go? Surely you can just work it out and just be like, you're good enough to play
they've
for one of the
tried to
best
work it
teams in
out.
Europe.
It's not
Try to
just,
work
it's not
out
just
the-
that though, is it? It's also like the
Yeah.
UK media pressure.
Yeah.
on
He might
Rashford
want to
right now.
just move out of the country, but yeah.
Like, look at Trent.
And can they keep paying? What's he on? 300 grand a week?
350,
Can they keep paying that for someone who just isn't performing?
What's Casemiro on as
that's
well? 300
exactly the
grand?
issue with Man United.
They've been doing it for so many years
Exactly,
as well.
they
It's
can't
fucking
keep
mental.
doing that.
Mount's on 250.
Like, can they? Will they
He's
even
he's
spend in the like? Will they spend in the summer?
Yes.
Will they? Like,
Yes.
to what
Well, if
extent?
you-
They
Grass,
spend
if
a
you
lot
are-
all the time.
You know, you're talking about getting the two
mad.
10s, so you'd have Bruno and Cunha. If you are a Mason Mount, though, are you wanting to stay in fight position? Because
It's good depth.
you saw
Good
saw
depth.
how he, when he came on in the Europa League and he was unbelievable. Let's face it, but he has that ability. He was great. He has the ability. Would you rather stay and fight for your sport and be the death, or go play first team football somewhere?
No, I think who's going to want him at the minute? He's only just come back from
Villa?
injury. Villa. He won't get in Villa's team.
Next season?
There's no Mason Mount would barely get on their bench.
I forget they even have Mason Mount.
Exactly,
So
like,
mental.
No, he would get on their bench for sure.
So Villa are going to go and get Mason.
I'm not, as a hypothetical
Mason
situation. As a
Mount.
hypothetical, I don't know. I think he should be playing first team football. He's good
for
enough.
who?
Don't
Brentford.
need for who?
Arsenal.
You want Mason Mount starting for Arsenal on 250 grand a week?
Yes.
Well, thanks for tuning in,
Yeah,
guys.
good one, boys.
This has got absolutely crazy over here.
Pitchside League, join it, PTCH 24. We still need a few more sign-ups if we're going to do the big forfeit at the end of the season as well. So,
Which you'll
We are
probably
doing
do.
the forfeit.
no, they have to pull their part.
Yeah,
they have to pull
do
their
have to do
weight. We
their
ain't doing it for
part.
free.
You have
We
to do your
ain't,
part.
we ain't suffering if you can't be
If you
bothered
want
to
to see
join the
Lewis,
league.
if you want to see Lewis suffer because he will come bottom because he's
I'm
useless,
going to win.
then make sure you sign up and
Yeah.
join. Bye.
Bye.
Peace mode.